Hello there, Wargamers! What you're about to see is an Age of Sigmar battle report taken from the MiniWarGaming vault because it'll be fresh for you guys if you haven't seen it yet. Because we're in quarantine, I'm limited in what I can record, but I am recording fresh content for our vault members, Age of Sigmar 40k, and a bunch of other specialty games. Now, if you're not a vault member and you want to check out more Age of Sigmar content, I'm about to play a game of Clan Pestilence 2000 points versus Blades of Khorne Mortals in the MiniWarGaming vault. You can get that game down below by clicking the link, and that'll give you a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming vault, where you can check out that game and hundreds, if not thousands, of other videos pertaining to wargaming in general. Lots of Age of Sigmar content, including narrative campaigns, and you can cancel right afterwards after you've done checking that out. And if you like it, you can stick around, though we find most people stick around. As always, hopefully you guys enjoy the show, and happy wargaming.
In the realm of Gairan, in the city of Hammerhal, the Necroquake has broken the magical wards in many of the sacred mausoleums of the city. The tormented spirits of the Nighthaunt have risen. Aventus Firestrike, Magistar of Hammerhal, has mustered a force to drive back the ghostly army.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com with Luka, and welcome to this next Age of Sigmar Battle Report. Today we're playing 2,000 points. Cities of Sigmar versus Nighthaunt.
Finally, it's been a long time coming.
They haven't played Nighthaunt, you mean?
No, I haven't.
Because we played Age of Sigmar recently.
No, I just mean Nighthaunt in general. It's one of my favorite armies. I love the rules. I love the models. The whole feel of it in general. It's really good. It's just there's been so much new stuff for Age of Sigmar, and it obviously makes sense for us to cover the new stuff, right? So Nighthaunt's been shelved for a little bit, but they'll be coming back until we get barraged by more new stuff from Games Workshop.
Which I'm sure will happen because they've come out so much.
Yes.
So I've been going through the various cities of Sigmar. And I think this will be the third one that we're doing. And I'm doing Hammerhal this time. And I like to, as I've been going through the different cities, I like to lean into whatever it is that
makes sense.
That makes them them. And so as much as you can bring whatever you want, I could bring Dispossess and Darkling Coven and other stuff like that into Hammerhal. It talks about what is actually there.
Yeah, only certain things really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I always like to start with the War Scroll Battalion for the city to see what it's themed as, and this one is the Hammerhalian Lancers.
Is that what they're called, eh?
Yeah, well, it's a free guild general on Griffin, and then 3 to 6 units of Demogryph Knights. And I wouldn't have brought the Demogryph Knights otherwise.
Yeah, because they're not. There's better things you can bring.
Yes, there are many better things. The Hammerhalian Lancers, they get +1 to their hit and wound rolls if they charge, if they're wholly within 18 inches of the free guild general. So he always gets it, essentially.
Oh yeah,
so
that makes sense.
They obviously want to kind of stay together and go up and just slam into the
There's like a massive vanguard, heavy cavalry charge and break the lines.
Yeah,
attempt to break the lines.
The nice thing about the lances on the Demogryph Knights is they're only like 3s to hit, 4s to wound, no rend, 1 damage. But on the charge, they get -2 rend and 2 damage.
Yes.
Now I know against Nighthaunt the -2 rend part won't matter.
I'm a ghost.
But you're a ghost, but that 2 damage is nice.
That's much better.
And now on the charge, they'll be 2s to hit, 3s to wound, 2 damage. So
that's really, really good.
That can add up.
If they get the charge.
Yeah, which is
in my experience, not easy, especially with Khorne and all that stuff I've tried to pull off.
Yeah, I don't expect to get a charge on every single one.
That's fair. Okay, as long as you go in not expecting that.
Yes.
That's my problem. I always go in expecting that, and I'm always super disappointed.
Yes. Now the hardest part was choose my general, because in Hammerhal it says if you bring Aventus Firestrike as your general, you get an extra command point. Whenever you bring a named character as your general, you're always giving up a command trait, and they have some pretty good command traits.
I'm a huge fan of that rule. Currently, I'd like to see that change.
But I just had to do it. I'm a sucker for the lore like that. So I brought Aventus Firestrike, and he is my general, so I will have an extra command point. And if I'm going to bring Stormcast Eternals, I'm going to bring more of them, so I've got a big unit of 10 Liberators. Because as a Lord Arcanum, Aventus Firestrike can actually heal models as they die.
Right.
Once per turn.
Soulstorm. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, he basically protects them. He can't use it on himself, which would be awesome, but if he had another Lord Arcanum, I could use it back and forth. And that's my max squads of Stormcast Eternals, because I have 9 units in total, and you can only have 1 and 4 being Stormcast, so, which is interesting.
It is only 1 and 4.
Now, because Aventus is my general, that means that those Demogryph Knights are not battle line, so I need some other battle line. But Hammerhal likes their banners, because for every banner you have in the hero phase, you roll a die, and on a 6 you get a command point. So I've already got 3 banners in my Demogryph Knights, so now I'm going to have 2 units of Min Squad Free Guild General or Free Guild Guard. And these are just to hold objectives, bring extra banners. and then a big unit of 20 handgunners just to provide a little bit of firepower. I'm not going for a big shooty list, but 20 handgunners are always a nice thing.
Yeah.
If you get a charge in on me, especially one of your stupid 10+ charges where you get to fight right away, I get to shoot you first.
You get to shoot me first and it might mitigate some of the
yeah,
hits,
it might take down some of your guys before you just get to fight and then fight again. So, that's something. And I also have a battle mage. Everything's from Gairan. And so this battle mage is from Gairan as well, and Shield of Thorns. We're actually playing in the realm of Gairan, so I get the rare opportunity of getting the +1 to cast.
Woo!
Yes,
The
+1 to
power!
cast because I am from the same realm. Because we're actually playing in Hammerhal, so that's kind of fun. And that's my Cities of Sigmar list. We'll see how the synergy works. I've got some spells and relics in there, but we'll explain those as we play the game. So, on the Nighthaunt side of things.
Alright, since we've gotten a big amount of models, right? Like all of our commissions are in, we got the entire collection. Now I can kind of cycle through the battalions because I couldn't do that before. So we're starting off with Death Riders. This was my favorite one when the book first came out. I actually wrote in the book, Luka wants this. Don't know why I wrote that, actually. Didn't get it.
Because it looks cool. You got all these cavalry. You got these ghostly cavalry charging across the
I
field.
love Hex Rays. Always like the model. Always like their rules. So including them with the Black Coach and the 2 Dreadblade Heroes. Who have an amazing ability, by the way. They can just appear, they can disappear from the table and reappear anywhere else on the table they want every turn, but obviously more than 9 inches away from an enemy.
But they have +1 charge in the battalion.
Exactly, and they have +1 charge as well.
And their Wave of Terror is on the 9+, so if they roll an unmodified 9+, they get to fight right away.
Right.
Which is, that to me is the most terrifying part of Nighthaunt.
It ideally is, right? It's like that scene from Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, where like they rush off the boat and they just like annihilate the enemy right away. It's just like, wow, what an easy win, right? And then that's what the battalion's based on.
At least.
Now, they're battle line, so naturally, I brought more battle line. Everything in Nighthaunt.
Like everything battle line?
Yeah, pretty much everything in Nighthaunt's battle line. Most of my army's battle line. I brought 2 squads of Chain Rasp Horde because they're cheap and effective, and they just sit in the back, hold objectives, defend my lines. They also help me my Strike from the Underworld's ability that lets me put half my units in reserve. They kind of counteract that, and I just kind of throw them on the field and not feel bad about putting a lot of things in reserve because I don't have the appropriate amount on the table. Then we got a big squad of 20 Grimghast Reapers. Their main goal is to move up the middle and try and just cleave through the enemy while the cavalry, the Vanguard Death Rider Battalion, attacks from the flanks. And that's what we're going to attempt to see here. Attempt being the key word. This might not work out that well.
God. I have a funny feeling this is going to be a hard fight for me.
Heroes, I usually bring the same heroes for 2 reasons. Options are limited. Can't really bring too many. I have a Spirit Torment. He's going to be my general. He is going to have Ruler of Spirit Host, which is my favorite command trait. It's the one I usually bring with them. The other ones are poop. They're not poop, but they don't fit in that well. You can't build around them. That always feels bad when you can't build around your command trait. Brought him, and he's got the Dreadbolt Ring. The Dreadbolt Ring, while he's in melee, when he's fighting, if he saps the life force of an enemy, absorbs it into the ring, and then he just shoots it out at that same enemy or a different enemy within 3 inches. They take mortal wounds. Support hero, Guardian of Souls. He's going to know Shade Mist, which is the -1 to wound spell that targets my unit, and they are -1 to wound until my next hero phase. And he's also going to have the Midnight Tome, which allows him to cast an additional spell per hero phase. Pretty basic, but I find it pretty necessary to play Nighthaunt.
We're playing in the realm of Gairan too, right? So you
That's
have
true.
access
to more spells.
to 7 more spells. So if you're like really out of range for most stuff, then you have a few more things that you can cast.
Right, I got
on
like
top of that, the
7
command
spells.
ability letting you cast even more Shield of Thorns on units. You could just be like, well, this Shield of Thorns everything.
Lastly, Chain Rasp or Chain Ghast Horrors. These support the Spirit Torment, my general. They extend his aura of rerolling hit rolls of 1. So they connect to him in a link. They're like a link in the chain, literally is what their rule is. And then they're good at cleaving through big units, but I don't think you really brought any. You brought 1 unit of 10.
I got a big unit of 20 handgunners, but if you're back to them, I've lost already.
Exactly. The rule is they spin their chains around, they get 1 attack for every model within 2 inches, and they try and cleave through the enemies or cleave through hordes. It won't come up in this game.
Probably. Well, it'll always come up. When you go there, you're going to measure.
I suppose I'll
It's
get
just
some
not
extra
going to be
attacks.
one of those awesome, you walk in, this guy's got
30 attacks or
this
whatever,
guy's got
yeah.
6 attacks, this guy's got 8 attacks, and
No,
you're just
it's
like,
not.
ah, ha, ha, ha. But
So
it's a
many
cool
points.
rule. I do like that it reminds me of the templates from older editions,
Right, yeah.
Where all of a sudden it mattered how you positioned your guys.
Yeah.
Because you had to worry about, if you clumped your guys together, somebody just dropped a big template on it, and boom, that exploded them all. And we don't have that anymore, and so this kind of is reminiscent of that.
Right, and
And you have the Decimators from the Stormcast Eternals about the same thing.
The exact same
Leaving.
rule now, too,
And
yeah.
they have, it's an immense amount of hitting power if you
Yes.
go into a horde. And it fits their lore too, because it talks about them like a unit of them will split off and just
spin right through them.
And go through a horde, making sure they're far enough away from each other not to hit each other.
I never considered that part, that they might like lawnmower each other.
Yeah, and so they actually split up. So I picture the same thing. You're just going through your chains, just destroying everything and reaping their souls.
Just clocking a bunch of people on the head, collecting their souls.
So that's 2,000 points. Let's jump in. Let's take a look at the mission and see what we're up against. Today's mission will be Battle for the Past from General's Handbook 2019. In this mission, there are 4 objectives. 1 in your deployment zone, 2 in the middle, and 1 in your enemy's deployment zone. The 1 in your zone is worth 1 point. The ones in the middle are worth 2 points. And the 1 in your enemy's deployment zone is worth 4 points. Whoever accrues the most points by the end of the game wins. I won the roll-off for deployment, so I got to choose a side, so I chose this side because there was much more space to deploy in, and I needed that space because I don't have anything not on the table. It also means I would have finished first anyways. I had less drops than Luka, but that also means I knew that I was going to get to choose who's going to go first.
Yes, that's a tough question for you.
Well, especially because half your guys are in reserve, and or up to half could be. And you have that battalion where everything's got +1 to charge.
Yeah.
So they show up 9 inches away, and they just need to make an 8-inch charge. And you've got a couple heroes in there too, so they can re-roll those with your extra command points.
Right.
And so that's scary, especially if you roll that 9+.
With that battalion specifically, yeah.
Yeah, and then you get in there and just destroy my front line. So it was a hard choice. I'm very scared of Luka's Nighthaunt Army. I'm not sure if this is going to be a well-matched game, but maybe it will. I'm not sure. And so I placed my guys to screen my more important ones. I've got guard in the back, not because they're important, but because there's zoning out areas for where he can come in, and also so they can be ready to go grab the objective and the rest of the army can move forward. Then I've got handgunners and liberators screening the front. You might wonder why you do handgunners to screen. It's because I don't have much more. I didn't want to put the Free Guild guard out front and the handgunners back where they'll never fire.
Yeah.
But also because the handgunners have a rule that if they get charged, they can actually shoot at what charges them once per turn, and if there's no other enemies already within 3 inches of them. So that gives me a chance to soften up the enemy as they come in. The rest of my army is behind them. The Knights and Aventus Firestrike are more than 3 inches behind that front line, hoping to mitigate the fact that the Nighthaunt might be able to get to them. I put my general nice and close, so if he charges the Liberators, then he'll get to fight. But right? he's got some good fighting power, even without the charge, although the charge would be even better for him. And then I got my Demogryph Knights behind that as just getting ready. You can probably tell already by the way I'm describing this who is going to be going first. And then as we go across the table, we've got this flying V of ghosts.
Yeah, this is the Canadian Goose flying V. Now, they say images don't make sounds, but if you picture that, then you know exactly what that sounds like.
Quack.
Yeah, quack,
Quack.
quack, quack, quack. Like
Quack.
en masse.
Quack, quack.
It's like the most obnoxious thing ever. And sometimes they have those really intricate Vs where it's like M's and like little mountains, and like, I don't know how they do this. Amazing. That's what I got here.
Ghostly quacks.
The ghostly quacks in this regard. We have 2 squads of Chain Rasp flanking, not screening, but I don't want them trapped further back. I want them to be able to run forward and claim the middle objectives if need be. The Grimghast Reapers are already really fast and they're sort of forward. I decided to put the heroes in between because they have Holy Within auras, so I have to make sure I keep that. Otherwise, my army tends to crumble without all their auras supporting them. Lastly, Black Coach down behind here. I chose to put it on the table because its ability only works at the start of the battle round. Not if he's in reserve or in the underworld. He has to be on the table.
And you want him to build up that as soon as possible.
I've had some pretty bad luck with that in the past, so I don't want to chance that. I'd rather just get the most dice I possibly can right away. Though in the underworld, 2 squads of 10 Hex Rays and 2 Dreadblade Heroes are ready to pounce.
And they can do 9 inches away, but they get +1 of their charge.
And then the heroes there. Yeah.
Yeah, and those are heroes. So as long as they stay near them, they can use the command points to reroll charges. Luka, I don't like it, but I gotta do it. I'm going to let you go first.
Oh!
I'd like to go first to run up and grab objectives.
But what if you get stuck fighting your territory?
Well, the problem, if it wasn't for the random turn mechanic, I would totally choose to go first.
Yes.
Because if you get the charge off on turn 1 and then you double turn,
yeah,
then I'm screwed. Now that's the case anyways, but if you show up, the nice thing is if on turn 1 you show up this far away, if you make your charges, that's scary.
Yeah.
That probably means you rolled your 9+ and are fighting first and destroying everything. and maybe I'll just lose the game because of that. Or you'll be split up into two
Yeah.
forces. It allows me to deal with the one force and then move up and deal with the other force. True. Because once you lose all of your cavalry, then I have control of the table with my faster units.
True.
And as soon as they can do the charging, because this part is squishy as heck.
Oh yeah.
It's all 1 wound models. There are 4 up, can't change their saves, and 5 up, ignoring rend.
It's true.
But if I can, so I'm kind of hoping that you show up and fail your charges, or at least fail half your charges, and that way you're only coming to me piecemeal. I think that's my way I can survive you. But if I get aggressive and move up, and then it's that double turn part that could screw me over. Otherwise, I'd totally go first.
Okay.
So it's going to be Nighthaunt Turn 1.
First things first, Evocation of Death on the Black Coach channels powerful magics. I roll 3 dice. For every 4 up, it goes up a level in power from 1 to 5. So 2 levels. First level is Nimbus of Power. It allows him to heal in the hero phase D3, and I choose a summonable unit that brings D3 models back to it within range. The second power is going to be Unholy Vigor. He gets to reroll hit rolls of 1. He can also charge or run and charge. On to casting spells with the Guardian of Souls. We'll start off with Shade Mist. Choose a Nighthaunt unit, -1 to wound until my next hero, -1 to wound until my next hero phase. Goes off on a 6. And we're good.
Yay.
Yay. That will
I'm nowhere near in range to unbind.
And that will, of course, go on the Grimghast Reapers.
That's the big squad right here.
Yeah.
So when I attack them, it's -1 to wound them. Don't think that's going to come into effect, but this is just in case spell, right?
We're gonna be super aggressive with them and rush forward anyway, so if you do end up charging them, then they'll at least have that. Then, Mystic Shield. Goes off on a 6. Yes. Getting the 9s out of the way. That'll also go on the Grimghast Reapers.
Reroll 1s to save.
Movement phase, the ghosts start here. To here they surge. These Chainrats forward attempted to run and grab the objective, rolled a 2, had to use a command point to make it a 6. Whereas the second squad rolled a 5, which is good enough.
So you grab both objectives in the middle, and left your one hero within the objective to hold that one too. And then out of the ground!
Whoosh! X-Rays and Dreadblade Harrow aggressively show up on one flank, whereas the second unit and Harrow are a little more held back. They're going to hold that objective over there, and we're going to see what kind of magic happens over here.
You don't want to do all first turn charges and just bam right into my lines?
I feel like over here, I'm pretty safe. Over here, there's some pretty meaty things. I'd rather it come to me and then I can answer or like respond to it in a way. Unless it's a double turn, then that might be bad. But we'll see.
Bad for who?
Me. Wait, I'm going second. I'm going first. Yeah, but double turn for you would be bad for me, of course.
Okay.
I think so. It should be. Hex Rays charging first, needing a 9 normally, but with the +1, we just need an 8. But we're looking.
But you
for
want the 9.
We want the
then
9.
You get to fight.
Hurrah! So we'll take a 10.
Wow,
Don't
you got the 9. You get to fight right away.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you first though when you come on in.
Boom.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll get lucky with my shooting and take down a few. Fun fact: wording on my stand and shoot is after you finish a charge move, I can shoot you. And your wording is you immediately fight after you charge, and because it's your turn, you get to choose the order. So do I get to shoot you first, or are you gonna fight me first?
I'll swing first.
Are you sure?
Then you shoot. Then you can shoot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Then you get to pile on in and fight.
At the end of
We're not even done the charge phase yet.
It's true.
Scary. 5 of them got in.
4s to hit.
6s do more damage. Oh wow!
So much for the free fight. 3 to wound with a rend of 1.
I don't get to save that. So that's 2 dead.
4 C's, 4s, and 5s. Hey!
Triple kitty. 6 up saves. Yeah, 3 more dice, so 5 in total. Well, that could have been much worse. I'm actually going to remove... Actually, no, I don't need to remove my musician because he can still pile in later on. So 1, 2, 3. Everybody else is fighting. I just want to basically stop you from piling in further. So you and you. And then I will stand and shoot. You completed your charge. My guys will fire at you. 14 regular guns and then 1 long gun, hitting on 4s. I'm gonna reroll this one. That long gun missed. 3s to wound. We got 5.
4 up save, ignoring the rend.
Ooh, I kill 1.
But they have the Deathless Spirits. Oh, we still lose 1.
No 6s. 1 dies.
Go ahead. We have 1 more charge from the hero now. Needing an 8 at least. Oh, yes!
Another 9.
Yes!
Broken.
He flies over his companions.
And gets to fight right away.
3s to hit. Oh, that's not ideal. 3s to wound. Killed 2.
That's 2 damage on the charge.
4 stay with the horsey. Nope.
Luka, you're getting these super powerful charges.
You know what?
You're not using them.
It's just a couple free damage.
But you killed 7 guys for free. Really can't totally complain about that. It just would be nice if they did more.
I will not be using any command abilities. Now there's Matt. We're going to fight with the Hex Rays first into the handgunners. Here are the 11 attacks from the Hex Rays on 4s. Well, at least
Already better.
Much better. 3s to kill. Got 2 more.
5 dead right there.
4s to hit with the hooves. 5s to wound. Oh, this time nothing.
Okay, you can kill my Piper. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to keep our standard. And well, he's the closest to him, so he's still going to be forced to stay here. So I'll say 5. My handgunners said pull out their daggers. They got a knife! And I'll actually pile this one over. Do I want to? Yeah, I've got a plan. And I'm going to touch the model. And actually, I'm not going to touch the model because you can swing around him. I'm going to make sure he's a little further away than that guy. That's important because I don't want you to be able to swing around and get other guys. And then I will shiv you with my daggers. 5s to hit. Boy. 5s to wound. Nothing.
Dreadblade Hero will pile in and fight now. Unable to pile him in anywhere relevant, so we have 3 hits and 3s to wound. It's
6
dead.
more.
Yeah. 4s to hit with the hooves. Nothing.
Well, if 6 more are going to die, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'll kill my leader. 4, 5. It's really my standard to try to get another command point right. Battle Shock. Hammerhal have a special rule that if they're wholly within their territory, they are immune to Battle Shock. So those 2 guys will not run.
Crashed into your lines?
Yes, that's right. So I don't have to waste an Inspiring Presence, which I totally would not have, to keep those 2 alive, which is nice because I get to keep that standard there. And I get a couple pot shots as well that may or may not be useful. You did take 3 of the objectives. You are not holding my objective of my back line. So that's 2 points for the middle ones, 1 point for the back ones. So that's 5-0 for Nighthaunt. Start of my hero phase, I counted the number of banners that I have, which is 6. I roll that many dice, and every 6 gives me an extra command point. None!
Okay.
Nice start!
I had better luck.
I'm going to activate my relic, and I can choose either Akshi or Gairan. I'll do Akshi, so wholly within 12 inches of him, get +1 to hit with melee weapons. Aventus Firestrike will attempt to cast Pyro Electric Blast, which will let me put a 9-inch line, and every unit underneath it takes D3 mortal wounds. I need a 6 to cast. I'm going to re-roll that one. It was kind of a 4, but...
Got it regardless.
8.
8?
Will it change?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll try and stop this one. I need a 9. I'm within 30.
Hey, you're good at rolling 9s with 2 dice.
Yeah, you're right!
I will then cast the Realm of Gairan spell, Sicklewind, which is the same thing except 12 inches. Needs a 7 to cast, though.
Oh, frickin' crap. It's okay. It's okay. Double ones aren't that bad.
My Battle Mage will attempt to cast Shield of Thorns. This is actually his spell and the Realm of Gairan spell. I choose a unit, and if you charge them, you take D3 mortal wounds. Just need a 5.
Hey!
I'm going to put it on the Liberators. Smart. That's all I have for my hero phase. Not that exciting. Now it's time to do some very delicate moves. I'm going to start by running my Liberators, who move 5 plus 4. Their job
Is the screen?
kind of. I know you're flying and stuff, but
I mean, it's kind of... Yeah, I know what you... It makes sense.
yeah.
I guess it was a 9-inch charge? You didn't want to go for it, did you?
Oh, I didn't want to charge.
Oh, okay.
Hold off the Hex Rays for one more turn. My 2 heroes are going to fly together. Fly with me, says Aventus Firestrike. And then the Free Guild General on Griffin is somehow going to get in here, even though their wings are going to get in each other's way.
Oh, yes. It's going to be touching everything. That's not so bad.
My handgunners are going to run and retreat. Just 3. We're just going to reposition back this way.
Ooh, we get 2 shots later in this game.
My Battle Mage will just move forward a bit. Just trying to get out of the way. We're going to have these Demigryph Knights move to the side.
Make way.
Make way. As these Demigryph Knights move up.
Or we're going to have a triple-pronged charge that we're going to go for.
It's great. While these Demigryph Knights,
Woo!
with the pretend Demigryph Knight,
The musician.
yeah, they're going to move here. My Free Guild Guard will run, getting +1 because of the drummer beating those drums. Ha-ha!
Ha-ha!
Ha-ha-ha! Strategies are all working out. And then I'm going to throw a run on these guys. Yeah,
Nice.
go fast. But I can't even really use that. I'd love to like run this way, but then my back guys would get in the way. So they're just going to reposition backwards and just get out of the way of these knights. Charge phase, because I have no shooting, because my handgunners ran, and there's only 2 of them anyways. We're going to start with Demigryph Knights right here. Rolling a healthy charge to get +1 from their musician. Yeah, 6-inch charge. I don't need none of these crazy 9-inch charges to get to fight right away. Nonsense. The Demigryph Knights, these ones are a little further away, so I'll roll their charge to see what we get. We got an 8-inch.
That should be good.
Turns out that's exactly what they needed to get half an inch away. Look at that little guy, so cute. And Demigryph Knights on this side will charge 7 inches. And we'll just, well, you know what, he'll go first. Yeah, that gets us pretty darn good. Then coming on forward, we got my free guild general who will charge. Because he doesn't have a shield, he's better at charging, so +1.
Actually,
6.
he's better at charging with that shield.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a horn.
So, once again, we got the awkwardness of all these wings.
Wee wings.
But he's
Huge,
going to
big,
get
pretty
him
models.
right here.
What's up?
And Aventus Fire Strike will also charge. No pluses.
Good enough. I think, yeah.
Yeah, 3 is good enough because I had moved him just to be outside of 3. I had more movement than I needed.
Hey.
When Aventus Fire Strike charges on a 2+, does a mortal wound to everything within an inch. Nice!
Nice.
Beginning of the combat phase, my Battle Mage will use all-out attack on these Demigryph Knights for a command point to let them reroll 1s to hit.
I will respond with all-out defense from the Dreadblade Harrow onto the Hex Raids. I'm just gonna hope he can survive, whatever's coming at him from over here.
And then I will pick these Demigryph Knights to fight first. I actually don't need... I'll leave them exactly where they are just so they don't... I'll even pile in this way to try to make as much room for the rest of them. The nice thing is, since they charge and they're wholly within 18 inches of my general, because of my War Scroll Battalion, they're going to get +1 to hit and wound. We're going to start with their Mighty Mighty Lances. It's going to be 2s to hit because of the charge, re-rolling 1s because of all-out attack. And now instead of 4s to wound, it's going to be 3s to wound, and we're not going to see lots of 1s and 2s here. See? Told you.
Not so bad, only 2. 8 saves, 4 up, rolling 1s.
Oh, we just killed 2 of them so far. 3 of them die.
Ooh.
Oh, you rolled well.
6 up to shrug off damage.
Oh, come on!
1. So far, 3 damage being allocated to him.
But then we got the little half griffins that they're riding. They're going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So that's great. Oh, but 1. Then they're going to wound on 2s, but 6s do mortal wounds in addition.
Which is key.
Give me lots of 6s.
You'll get 1.
Yeah.
7 more wounds to attempt to save. We'll save 4.
Oh.
4, so we take 3. But I'll roll 4 Deathless Spirits. 6 is.
Oh, dude!
Okay, I admit this will
5 out of 9?
So I lose 2.5. Matt would like to inform me that was 55% of my saves there instead of the 16 I should have got.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
And this guy will take a wound. I'm going to opt to not fight here yet. I'm going to take the fight over here to my Grimghast Reapers and pile in with them. After piling in, it looks a little messy. We're going to have 5 Grimghast Reapers attacking the Free Guild General and 5 attacking Aventus Fire Strike, though one of those 5 will be the Dolorous Knell, or Death Knell. 4s to hit the General. We're rolling any 1s because we are near our Spirit Torment. Oh, no mortal wounds on them. No Frightful Touch. 3s to wound. Wow, that's good. Actually, it's 2s to
I was
wound.
going to say it's 2s to wound.
It is 2s to wound.
-1 round, so I get a 5 up save. Take 4. Down to 9.
Then into Aventus. 4s to hit. Reroll this, or these 2 1s. 2s to wound because of the Guardian. 3.
3 up becomes a
4 up. 1 whole damage.
On a 5+, you take a mortal wound.
Ooh.
For every wound you inflict on me in combat.
I don't like that.
No, you don't like
1 attack with the bell. Ring, ring. 3 to hit. Wow, it actually hit. And I meant I'll do the bell next. Lastly. 2s to wound. We have a wound.
-1 as well, so 4 up. Nada. Aventus is down to 9 wounds as well. I'm going to fight with the larger squad of Demigryph Knights next. Even though these ones will have the +1 to hit and wound, only one of them will be able to fight because I'm more than 4 inches away. So I'll have these 3 pile in a fight. I'm going to allocate all of my attacks to your Hex Blades. Start with the Lances on 3s, and then we need 4s.
4s. Rolling. We'll just go ahead and make all this.
And then the Griffins, or the half-griffs. 3s to hit.
Half griffs, yeah.
3s to wound, but 6s do mortal
Fission.
wounds.
There you go. 4 saves.
Oh, dude, come on!
I don't know what to tell you. The Deathless Spirits, I will fail both of those. And then you're going to die. And I'm going to have to allocate the wound to you because he might be within an inch, but I'm going to put it on him anyways. Hexray is going to go ahead next. They're within an inch there. I don't have to worry about them too much, so I expect he'll die shortly. I figured I'd get his attack in before he dies. And we're just going to allocate attacks where it makes sense, where it looks like 2 into there, 2 into that unit, 2 into that unit. Starting here, 5 attacks because we have the Hellraise. 4s to hit. We got 2 more wounds in 1 hit. 3 to wound, 1 wound.
4 up save. Nope.
Horsey's gonna do it. Do 1 damage. That was 3 hits. 5s to wound. That's all we need.
3 up save.
Oh, you're
Made
fine.
it. Put it on the musician. Down to 1 wound.
2 in the middle on 4s. We got 1 more wound and 1 hit. 3 to wound.
4 up save against that. Save.
Just the 1 damage. Can't forget the skeletal steeds. Nothing. That's what I get.
This one I'm gonna put on the standard.
Last 2 on 4s. 2 hits. 3s to wound. We got 1.
4 up.
Oh,
1
1 damage. Skeletal steeds with their hooves. 2 hits. Sorry, they hit on 4s. Wound on 5s. 1 wound.
3 up. Hey, we're good. Put it on the banner. And now these Demigryph Knights will fight. I'll just pile in this way. Now when I come in, I'll stay within 18 inches of my general. Thankfully, he's the leader. So with his weapon, he'll be hitting on 2s.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s. Hey, look at that. I got
4 up save. We are not okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
Double 6?
Yeah, 6 is to ignore.
No,
Hey,
you
I got
take
that.
So,
Then I got the Demigryph hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. 6s are mortal wounds. 3 more.
4 up armor. Mystic or the all-out defense reroll helps. Nice. 1 Deathless Spirit on a 6. No. So that's 3 damage in total. 3 damage in total. So you're dead. And I guess you'll die and abandon the hero. You know what? No. It makes sense that I kill you. Bye-bye. Dreadblade Harrow has a whopping 4 attacks into the Demigryphs. 3s to hit. He gets an extra attack because he didn't charge this turn. 3s to wound. Only 2.
1 ren, so 4 up.
1 damage. 4s to hit with the horse. Nada.
1 more damage. And now it's time for my double hero attack. Aventus Fire Strike will go first. Staff of Hammerhal hitting on 2s thanks to the relic nearby. But wounding on 4s because you put the spell on your guys.
Shade Mist.
Shade Mist.
I stopped 1. 4 up save. We're okay.
What a surprise.
I'm a ghost.
And then my horns and stamping hooves. 2s to hit. 4s to wound.
4 up save. That's 3. I fail. How much? 2?
2.
6s to shrug with Deathless Spirits. We shrug 1. We lose 1. Woo! Death!
Now my Free Guild General will fight. Start with his Rune Sword, hitting on 2s because of all the bonuses. But only wounding on 4s because of the -1. I got a +1 and -1, so 4 up. Hey, it's 3.
4 up save.
Dude, stop it!
I can't.
Seriously, stop it!
I just roll in the same pool of 10 dice and they're just hot.
Deadly Beak. We'll see if it's actually deadly. 2s to hit. And 3s to wound. Plus and minus.
Oh my goodness!
Razor Claws, only 5 attacks because you hurt him. Down to 2s to hit. I got actually +2 to hit.
Nice.
3s to wound.
That was a roll. That's a roll. 4 up save.
Hey!
Hey!
8 wounds.
That's not bad. 6s. Deathless Spirits. I only saved 2. So 6 go down.
2.
We're going to take the fake Bell and his closest companion. And then I guess we'll lose you and you as well. Because you don't really have any shooting I have to worry about too much other than 2 handguns. Start of the Battle Shock phase, I did not kill any enemy models, so I do not get to siphon the souls. But to continue with the Battle Shock, I lost 6. So on a 5 or more, we're running. No, they stick around. Bravery 10.
Now you roll up.
Lost 5 Grimghast Reapers, but currently Bravery 11 for my unit size. None can run.
Actually, I give you -1 bravery for my Griffin. Apparently you're afraid of the Griffin even though you're Ghost. So you could lose 1 on the 6.
He's kind of scary.
Roll the 6 now.
No, close.
Close. In the end, I only secured my objective, or continue to secure my objective. I did not take any. Even though I'm within 6 inches of this one, you still have a model within 6 inches, so that's not enough for me to take it from you. I ain't no ogres counting as 10 models.
That's nuts, by the way. That drives me insane, but it makes sense.
If you're only going to have 7 models on the table, they better count as more than 1.
Yes.
And so the score is now 5-1 at the end of Battle Round 1.
I'm going to go ahead and roll for the Black Coach now at the start of Battle Round 2 here. I'm going to level up to max. Okay, we're at max level here, folks.
So now when you charge, you do mortal wounds. In the hero phase, you do mortal wounds, and you can retreat and charge, run and charge, and you can heal nearby guys.
It's mostly the retreat and charge and healing I look for. Those are super powerful.
Roll in for random turn. I win. No, you
No,
win
I
ties.
am the man who wins ties. Oh, now Matt's got a hard decision.
It's not an easy choice because I have a lot of benefits on the charge, and I'd like to clean up his guys before I keep moving. He's basically tied up all my Demogryph Knights back in my own territory, which is not where I want to be. But I think in order to have a chance at this, because of how poor, well, my rolls haven't been horrible, but Luka's rolls have definitely been hot for his saving throws. Not for his attacks. He's been pitiful for his attacks. But for his saving throws, super hot. And so I think I need to go again to try to make up for that, and hopefully I will have killed enough that it'll be hard and take some table control. So I will go next. Right away, I see if I generate more command points. I have 6 banners still on the table.
Nice, it worked.
1. Start of the hero phase, Aventus just heals a wound. My battle mage is going to attempt to manifest Twin-Tailed Comet, which does D3 mortal wounds, but D6 if the unit has 10 or more. I need a 7. No pluses here because, actually, I do get a +1 because I am from my same realm, but I still failed it. Aventus is going to attempt to manifest Mirror Pool from the spells of Gairan. If successfully cast, I remove him and place him anywhere on the table more than 9 inches from enemies. Need a 6. 9.
This one I'm going to stop. I know what you're going to
Well, you're not going to stop it. You're going to try to stop
Try and stop it. You want to appear over here, charge him, kill him, and get that.
it. Maybe.
I need to roll a 10 to stop it, though. Not even close.
No. Yes. You guessed my plan. So let's get out of this combat, which sucks.
And this is a great way to get back in the game.
And I'm going to come over here 9 inches away. I'm actually already on the objective, but
You got to
for
at least kill him off.
I got to kill. So I'll be just 9 inches away. Next, he's going to do Arcane Bolt against your Spirit Torment. Now, the Arcane Bolt from a Lord Arcanum does D3 mortal wounds, or D6 if I roll 10 or higher. Ha! Well, D3.
Can't stop it.
And one thing we forgot to mention is because we're in the realm of Gairan, the one Realmscape feature that we have is that one of our heroes gets +1 to wound. You have it on your Spirit Torment. I actually have it on Aventus. When I had him at 9 wounds, he actually had 10, so back up to 11. D3 mortal wounds, 1.
Deathless Spirit says...
Oh, look at that! Whoa, hey!
Nagash.
And then with my Relic, I can either choose to give +1 to hit within 12 inches or possible healing. I'm going to do the +1 to hit. And with the Wand of Restoration that I forgot about, I will heal 1 wound on my General, bringing it back up to 10. Into the movement phase, we're going to start by having my Liberators move to try to engage your Hex Rays as much as possible.
I think they'll be quite successful. We're going to have some fighting on the flanks now. Proper fighting.
These Free Guild Guard are going to move up 6. They're going to need a perfect 12-inch charge to get to your...
The Grimghast Reapers.
Grimghast Reapers. I do get a +1 to it, so I just have to roll an 11. And then the other Free Guild Guard will move up to secure this objective as much as I can.
And the last 3 come on over. Swarming it with bodies.
Battle Mage will duck back a little bit. I'm going to fire my 2 handgunners at your Grimghast Reapers because, hey, why not? I didn't move, so 3's to hit. 4's to wound because of your -1 thing.
4 up save. We fail. No rerolling. Oh, actually, Mystic Shield.
You had Mystic Shield.
Look at that. That's a 3. Deathless Spirit. Not close, but no.
Yeah, I killed one!
Aha!
Very important charge. I need a 9-inch charge to get to your General.
Ooh, you got reroll if you need it. You do. Please!
Oh, we got it!
We got it just. Huge.
Cost me one of my 4 command points.
Oh, well.
2+ does a mortal wound. Yeah, baby!
Deathless Spirit. Nope. 5 remaining wounds because of the realm feature.
Liberators need to charge. Anything but a double 1. 9's great. 9 is Excellente because it allows me basically to do almost a full front. Get extras on this side to help grab the objective. I actually did some jostling around. I'm going to give up some of my attacks because these guys suck at attacking anyways, to actually make sure I have more guys within 6 inches of your objective. So you'll have to kill a lot of them before they would die. We're going to try the charge of these Free Guild Guard. Even if I make it, I'm not sure if I'll go there, but you know, see, I don't have to think. Beginning of the combat phase, both of my mounted heroes are going to use all-out attack to re-roll 1s to hit, but it'll cost me 2 command points total.
I'm going to opt to not do anything, mostly because I have no command points.
You're not opting to. You can't, Luka. Very hard choice as to where to go next. I'm going to go with my Free Guild General on Griffin into your Grimgath Reapers. Rune Sword first, hitting on 2s, because I have my +1 to hit. And, oh, good. But only wounding on 5s.
Oh, wow, that's right, because you charged last turn.
Yeah.
We got 1. Save. Not good. How much damage? 6s to ignore. Take 1.
Deadly Beak, 2s to hit.
Well.
But 4s to wound because of the -1.
Oh, there's a 3. Saving throw. Oh, but we got Mystic Shield, though, so we're going to go ahead and reroll that, and we are not good. That's a 3 damage.
Stop it with the 6s, Luka!
I only got the 1.
And then my Razor Claws, 3s to hit, but 4s to wound.
4 up save. We make all 3.
Come on, dude!
You killed 3! You killed 3!
No, that's nothing!
What do you mean, no? That's something.
That was 2 damage apiece!
So were the other attacks.
No,
or
they
more.
were 3 damage apiece.
This one was only 2.
You got rigged dice. Go to shop.miniwargaming.com to buy more of Luka's dice, because obviously they are rigged.
I microwave every batch. Well, these 3 over here have got to go. Goodbye. And can I reach you? Yes. X-Ray is going to opt to fight next. 3 of them are going to pile in. 1 guy will not be in range to attack, so 9 will be. 19 attacks because of the Hellwraith in there on 4s. No re-rolling. We got 4 frightful touches. 3s to wound with the rest. Only 3.
5 up, rerolling 1s.
That's 5 damage. Horses on 4s. Not bad. 5s to trample. We got 2.
I fail 1 more 4-up save, and you've killed enough guys that I can't take the objective.
Oh, re-roll the 1.
Yeah, but I've already lost the guy.
Oh, okay.
And a half. Well, that didn't work, and I guess I could kill... No, I can't kill enough that I'll be able to take that back, so I'm going to remove him from the back here. So you killed 3 and a bit. Well, Aventus is going to try to clear Spirit Torment. If I don't kill you here, I'm not going to give up, but it probably would be the game, because right now I'm falling behind, and I need this Hail Mary.
Yeah, this is a good play if it works. It should work.
Start with his Staff of Hammerhal, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Wounding on 3s, 3 wounds.
We got 4 up saves. Oh, is that D3?
Yeah.
3. 3. I ignore those 6s. I take 3.
Down to 2, and I got my mount.
Which does flat 2.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Wounding on 3s.
Oh no! Still, I could fail my save, and I won't. After that luck, we're going to move over here, and these Hex Rays are going to go ahead and attack. We're going to put the Hellwraith into that unit of Griffins, these 2 into that unit of Demigriff, and this last one into that unit. Into this unit on 4s, 1 hit, 3 to wound,
4 up save.
we do 1 damage. Oh, horse, I guess. Horsey, though, can't forget. Oh, that's what we get.
Down to 1.
Another 2 on 4s. We got 1 frightful touch, 3s to wound,
4 up. Both made it.
Horses. Those 3 hits, 5s to wound, 1.
3 up.
Ooh, 2 damage.
2 total damage.
It still doesn't kill 1 though. Hellwraith, come on, do it, frightful touch. No, you got 3 hits though, 2 wounds.
4 up.
Oh, okay.
1 wound.
I get him. So that'll be that 1 damage, and the horse will do nothing. But I do kill a Demigriff Knight. Not so bad.
My turn, I'm going to have all 3 of these Demigriff Knights attack your Dreadblade Harrow.
Ooh.
Start with their lances, no longer getting any bonuses. 3s to hit. 4s to wound.
5 wounding. So for all our saves, we take 3. 2. We save 3, we take 2. Deathless Spirits, though, must not forget.
Griffins, or Demigriffs, hitting on 3s. 3s to wound, but 6s do mortal wounds in addition. Ugh, no save.
And the 4 save. Oh, ho, ho!
Oh, he might be dead.
I need 2 6s here. Oh, we'll get 1 though, and it'll tease me. He goes down.
Whew! Feel like punching through molasses.
Gonna move to the side of the table. Spirit Torment's gonna swing back and retaliate. 3 attacks. 4s to hit, rerolling 1s, because he is himself. Nice. 2s to wound, because he's near his best buddy.
-2 rend, which I respect. So 5 up.
Ooh. 2 d3 damage. 4. And then the Dreadbolt ring after I attack because I inflicted a wound. He shoots magical nasty energy at you, and you take a further 3 mortal wounds.
Well, hold on.
Ooh.
So I have a special rule that whenever a wound is allocated to me on a 5+, I do a mortal wound back to you. Whereas your ring says when you're done your attacks, after all your attacks are resolved. So allocating wounds is part of resolving attacks. So mine goes first, Luka! So if I roll 2 5+, and you don't roll any 6s to ignore them, you don't get to do 3 mortal wounds to me, and I grab that objective. So part of me's happy that you did so many wounds.
That's true. I forgot I could kill myself here. And
I 0. Come on!
All right.
So not only did I not do any mortal wounds to you, but you get to do your 3, so it brings it down to 4 wounds total. We'll swing over and do my Liberators next. 8 blades, 3s to hit, 4s to wound.
Good old Liberators. 4 up save! We are not good. Though we do have a hero for Deathless Spirits, which we are good.
Great blades, one of them's on a prime. 3s to hit, 4s to wound.
4 up save. We are passing 1. 6 up! Spirits! We take 3. Kill him, wound him. Alright, now we move on to the Grimgas Reapers attempting to surround the Free Guild General. 20 Grimgas Reaper attacks on 4s. No rerolling because I opted to leave the reroll bubble for extra attacks. 2s to wound because I'm still within that bubble of the Guardian of Souls. We have 3 fails.
5 up saves. Yikes.
1 attack with the bell. Hits. Wounds.
5 up save.
That's 2 damage.
Which I do not ignore. That's everything that you have to fight with, so I might as well just come over with my Demogryph Knights right here. I'll pile in and have 2 of them fight your Hex Raids.
Yeah.
Starting with the Lances, 3s to hit, 4s to wound.
Oh, 4 1s. 1 save, 1 pass.
Their mounts, 3s to hit, 3s to wound, 6s do mortal wounds in addition.
Woo-hoo! And I've got no heroes nearby, so it's going to be a total of 4 damage. Sorry, 5 damage, yeah. This is going to be you're dead, and we'll leave the Hellwraith and 1 guy left, and he'll have 1 wound.
And then these 2 Demogryph Knights will try to finish off the last 3 wounds. We'll start with the actual mounts, because they seem to be having a better chance of this. 3s to hit. Let's see some 6s, because you don't have any heroes nearby.
It's 3 6s, and they're dead.
Oh, no.
4 up! Failed 2.
Almost.
I got 1 wound left.
Guys on top can do the job. 3s to hit. 4s to wound, just 2.
Statistically dead.
Yeah, but you are not statistical, Luka.
So he's dead, and the Hellwraith will have 1 wound remaining. Start of the Battle Shock phase, captured Soul Energy. I killed 4 models. 3 of them were Stormcast Eternals. So I get to pick a Nighthaunt unit within 6 inches. He's going to choose himself. And they get to heal flat 3 because I killed 3 Stormcast Eternals. He's going to go back up to 5 of 6 because of the Realm feature.
We do have some Battle Shock. I'm going to start with my Demogryph Knights right here. Now, I do have a +1 Bravery because of the banner, but -1 because of you. So if I roll a 6, 1 more of those guys will run.
No.
Liberators lost 3 of their friends. Their Bravery is 7 down to 6 because of the Nighthaunt rule.
Oh,
so I will lose
runs?
1 more, which will be the injured one.
Will note, only lost 3. Can't possibly fail in these Hex Raids. Same is true for the Grimgas Reapers and the Hex Raids up there.
And for all of my efforts, I still only control the 1 objective. So at the end of, the end of my turn, not the end of battle round 2, the score is 5-2 for Nighthaunt.
Start of my hero phase, the Spirit Torment with Ruler of the Spirit Host will heal D3 Grimgas Reapers. Within 9 though. 3. So we're going to get 1 there, they're all going to be within 9 of the Spirit Torment. Guardian of Souls will start off by casting Spectral Lure. This is a spell that allows me to bring back D6 summonable models to a unit. This goes off on a 6, I believe, but a 5 is no good. We'll follow up with Shade Mist. Goes off on a 6. No magic today.
No -1 to wound.
No. Movement, Dreadblade Harrow is going to move to about there, staying 3 away. He's going to charge over, ideally. We're going to go ahead and run the Black Coach. It moves a total of 17, though I'm pretty sure
the back's not going to move over.
we're just going to end up going about here. Whereas the Chain Ghast, we're going to move back, and so will my Chain Rasport, little guys. Guardian of Souls will shimmy forward a little bit, just into this little nook here, staying 3 away from the General, the Free Guild General, and then big Aura Bubble. Hexwraith, or the Hellwraith in particular, will run and retreat from combat. He'll go 16. And with that, he's going to gallop over, I guess, those 2 units of Demigryphs and that unit of Swordsmen. I'm going to go ahead and pick, I only pick one of those units, by the way. I'll pick this one. On a 5 or more, they take a mortal wound. No. The Chain Rasport are going to move their 6 inches up and over the building, or I guess through it, because they're ghosts. These guys here are going to opt to also assist in the taking down of Aventus.
You need to.
That brings us to charging. Start with the Dreadblade Harrow. And we're looking for that big fancy number. Oh. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and move on to the Black Coach then. We're going to try the Black Coach out.
Now, you're only 3 inches away, but you actually have to roll high enough to clear, so I don't even think 6 will get you there.
He does get +1, I believe, for the battalion.
Yeah, nowhere near.
So it's going to end there. I'd have to roll probably like a 9, I think. An 8? No, a 9 would do it.
Yeah.
A 9 is what I'm looking for there. The Chain Ghast. A little attempt to charge. They will not get the magic number, but they will make it in. We're going to go...
I don't think you need the extra attacks in order to take down the Ventus. I think this is going to seal the deal.
Chain Ras forward. They will make it.
They just make it. That's all you need, right?
Last squad of Chain Ghast. Charging.
8. No free attacks for you.
No sirree, Bob. Last charge. Chain Ras forward into Free Guild General. They'll make it. 8s across the board. Goodbye, Free Guild General.
Are you going to use your command point at the beginning of the combat phase?
Oh, man. That's a good question. I'm going to go all-out defense on these Hex Rays. I don't know why.
I'm breaking my Spirit Blast, buddy!
Yeah.
All 3 of them!
Bang, bang, bang.
So, everything within 3 inches takes 3 mortal wounds, except for units that have 10 or more take 3d3 mortal wounds. Ha!
Aha!
So 5 mortal wounds to them, but then you get to ignore everything on your 6s.
Starting with them. They take
Hey,
5.
if I die.
You're not going to lose the warden there.
Whatever, man. This is just him saying, screw you all! Chain gas, 6s to ignore. Hey, one of them dies, and the other one's down to a wound. Other chain gas. Hey,
Okay,
same thing. One dies.
You pull whoever.
Well, it doesn't matter. There you go. And lastly, your leader, who should be dead.
Oh,
Wow.
man!
Down to 2.
Welcome back home, buddy.
And I'm down to 1. And I'm going to use my last command point on all-out defense on him.
Ah!
See if they can survive.
Fair.
Where would you like to fight first, Luka?
Well, I think he's dead no matter what, but I'm going to go
I don't know. I'm re-rolling 1s to save.
I'm going to go with that Chain Gas, my general, because he's got the super
Spirit
high...
Torment?
Spirit Torment has got the high rend, so he's going to try and do it. 3 attacks on 4s, rerolling 1s.
Oh, come on!
Hey, this is fine. You got 3.
No, it's not okay.
You reroll 1s.
No! Because you're doing 2s to wound.
2s to wound is true. Oh, there's 1.
Oh, you made a So I get a 5-up save, re-rolling 1s, and I die.
What a hero.
I tried.
That's my general. Bam.
My Free Guild General is going to do his best to do some damage before he dies. I'm going to focus his attacks. I don't have any -1s to wounds, right? And you don't have any Mystic Shields.
I got nothing.
And I'm going to focus on the Grimghast because they're stronger. Start with my General's attack, sitting on 2s. 4s to...
Oh my.
Garbage.
Save. 4. Not good.
2 damage.
6s to ignore it.
Hey,
Deathless Spirits.
kill 2.
2 die.
The Beak, hitting on 2s, wounded on 3s. 4-up save. No. The Claws only have 2 attacks now. 3s to hit, 3s to wound.
Oh, nice.
4-up save.
Saves.
2 damage apiece. 6s to save. I think in his weakest state he did just as much
That was
damage.
the best thing. Like
Yeah.
one of the...
Yeah, I killed 5. I think I killed 5 last time when I had way more damage potential. Now that stupid -1 to wound is gone.
Hex Rays will go and try and trample over the Liberators. 4s to hit. We got 1 Frightful Touch.
Ooh.
3s to wound with 1 rend.
5 up, re-rolling 1s. So 4 wounds plus the mortal wounds, so 5 so far.
4s to hit with the horses. 5s to wound.
And 4-up save, and
Yay.
6 wounds in total. Killed 3 more of them. And I guess they'll fight back. Start the Great Blades, 3s to hit, and 4s to wound, 2.
4 up.
And 2 damage,
6s to ignore.
1 dies. And then regular blade, 3s to hit, 4s to wound, nothing. 1 dies in total.
It's got to be you, and then this guy will take a wound.
Now you get to kill my Free Guild General. Who's going to do it?
Grimghast Reapers, they've been working at it. Here are all the scythe attacks on 4s, no rerolling. 2s to wound, because of the Guardian.
-1, so you get a 5-up save. And as much as those 2 6s were good, I am dead. Goodbye, Free Guild General.
And
Get off. Get off. Having lost my 2 heroes out front, I am ready to actually shake Luka's hand. Good game.
Good game.
The reason for this, you might look at it and think, hey, you still have guys on the table, and you still have some good Demogryph Knights. Let's say Luka does not get a double turn next, which actually would definitely seal the deal. My Demogryph Knights come up, and let's say let's say they do average rather than the crap that's been happening with your saves. they should be able to wipe most of this out.
Right.
Let's just say it. If they come and wipe it out with no casualties, I grab the side objective and can say, hey, now I'm getting towards the back objective again. The problem is then it's Luka's turn.
The same is true for over here, right?
Yeah, you're going to swing through here, so unless I use my Demogryph Knights to try to reinforce that, but then the big clincher in all of this is if you actually look at casualty-wise, I'm not really that far behind.
Not at all.
Or hardly at all, really.
It's pretty even, I'd say.
It's pretty even for casualties. The table control has come to the end. Because the score right now, because you just got 5, you're about to get 5 more points, is 10-2.
Right. As we're going on turn 3.
Yes, which has a possibility of you getting a double turn, but let's say you don't get the double turn for the rest of the game. It's going to take me a turn just to get up here, get 3 more points. You're going to get at least 3 points. Let's say you get no more than that.
So it's a net.
So we're still at 8-point deficit.
Yeah.
And so then I have turn 4 and 5 to get to there without you pushing through to here. And this is not strong enough to stop them from pushing through. You got your really good black coach who's fully ready to go, and most of your Hex Rays, and even backed up with the Dreadblade Harrow.
Yeah.
So as much as it's been a really good scrappy game,
all over the place too, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, and this is oversimplifying it, but you holding that long with that number of saves has made me give up after 2 turns. Whereas I think if that didn't happen, we'd be seeing a much closer game. I'm not going to say I would have won if you had rolled average saves, because I can't say, because you kept my Demogryphs back right at the get-go.
The fact that Hex Rays appeared, charged, and didn't die was insane.
Yeah. It's possible I should have gone first, but it's a hard thing to say, because if I went first, then I wouldn't have charged you at all. And you may have been a lot more aggressive and gotten more stuff in, but maybe that wouldn't have been a problem. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think was any of my tactical blunders, or do you think it was just the dice? Do you think it was the army matchups? Obviously, ignoring rend is huge against an army of lances that get -2 rend on the charge, and we saw that. Now, mind you, at the same time, Luka.
Lots of rend on that general on Griffin too, right? Like
yes,
lots of rend in this army in fact, everything here has rend except for the basic liberated weapons and them,
and with the guard, right? So that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So maybe I should have put my handgunners behind Free Guild Guard instead of the opposite way. I didn't really do the math. In my head, I'm like, yeah, if he charges me, I get to counter his whole charging and getting to fight by shooting him. But then we read it afterwards, and I go, wait, no, he gets to fight first. But then you crapped out on your attacks anyway.
If you look at Matt's dead pile, for the longest time it was like
it was just handgunners.
It was just handgunners, and then I killed 3 liberators. I'm like, wow, I'm doing nothing. I've lost like 2 units already, and then the 2 heroes went down. That's where it balanced out.
Yeah, my Hail Mary was Avengers Fire Strike coming back here.
That could have been huge.
Which unfortunately did not pan out in the end.
And we had a huge discussion about whether you should do the flasks or not then.
Obviously, in hindsight, I should have.
Right.
I probably would have won the game if he had done the flasks.
He would have killed my guy. He would have been...
I would have only lost 3. I would have lost 3 wounds instead of 7.
I lost 3, it's true.
I lost 7 instead of 3. And on top of that, I would have got your objective, which is worth 4 points.
Now, what was the reason? There was a reason why you didn't want to do it. I can't...
Because I thought I would kill you anyways, and then you had a lot of units of 10 or more nearby.
You wanted to save
and so you saw what happened when I waited for you.
Look at how little
is left. So much damage. He killed 5 of them, 1.5, 1.5, and 3 wounds off of your Spirit Torment. Like, that's a heck of a lot of damage.
Oh, yes.
And so I was waiting to charge into 2 units, pop the Spirit Flasks, and do 3d3 mortal wounds to each of them.
Yeah.
Which would have been awesome.
And obviously in hindsight, then him popping the flask earlier, we were back and forth on that one. Would have killed the Spirit Torment off almost exactly. You had 2 wounds left.
Yeah, 2 wounds left. Yeah, you could have rolled 2 6s on the saves.
It's not likely.
But it's, even with your 55% average of rolling 6s.
That's not good. That's not quite the 66 I need there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's right. It's not high enough. It's only 55. You need the 66. Even your hot dice rolls weren't enough for that.
So that would have given you the 4 points that turn.
It would have given me 4 points. It would have kept me alive.
Yes.
Because not only that, but you healed back up because you killed Stormcast.
I would have had the Black Coach 100% would have had to go back there.
Exactly. And you would have taken care of Aventus.
I think so.
Yeah, because I would have popped my splash already. You just run in a bunch of guys, and I don't think I would have survived it. But it would have drawn your army back.
Right.
And all of a sudden, now that I got that 4 points, like I'd have 6. This score at the very least would be 10-6.
Yeah.
And that's a lot closer. Now these guys are ready to come up. You've been forced to split your forces. And so I think those 2 things, your Hex Rays holding longer than statistical, I'll just say that, and your Spirit Torment surviving that charge was the two things in my mind that lost me the game.
I think I'd agree. I can't really see anything else.
And I know that you made a lot of good tactical choices that led to those points. I'm not trying to discount everything else. I'm just saying key moments.
Right.
Key moments were those two. Sorry, what were you about to say?
I was going to say, I'm humming and hawing about the Hex Rays. I kept them. I didn't want to be too aggressive with the Hex Rays over here. I was thinking about, because you went first, I wanted to try and punish you for going first and try and trap you in. But I in my mind, I'm like, there's no way these Hex Rays are going to survive any of this. I don't want to lose both units right away and then have nothing, so I'm going to hold one back on this objective. Turns out that they were unkillable, so I probably should have been really aggressive.
Absolutely. Yeah. My concern is that both would pop up and both would make the charge. In my mind, I'm like, if only one makes a charge, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
And then you decided only to try with one of the flanks.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, good, I'm okay.
I wanted to make sure I at least held this one no matter what.
Yeah. But I think still it would have been better for you to charge.
I think so,
now
too.
you see the hitting power of those Liberators.
Yeah, well, I knew it wasn't so much that, it was Aventus Firestrike was right behind them touching base, so he would have been able to come in and fight as well. And I'm like, I don't want to pull him into, and it was his position, you could have pulled Liberators out of the way, and then he would have swung at me, and I'm like, this is too much damage. Too much damage on this flank, I'm going to hold back and just see where things go and react from there.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you did hold back because it allowed me to come to you instead.
Right.
And move my army out. And
unfortunately, the Liberators did Liberator things, and
yeah, they held, but they didn't do any damage, which I didn't really expect them to. I didn't expect you to kill me so easily.
Right, you buy them more for their staying power.
Well, that's when I charged in. That's why I kept 4 behind.
Yeah.
So that I would be holding the objective. But then you just went through enough of them that I no longer held the objective, and I'm like, oh well, because if I just grabbed the objective, that was enough for me.
That's not the 2 points right
It
there.
gave me 2 points. Plus the one at the back, that's 6 points. That's a huge deal. That brings that game much closer. If the score right now is 10-8, I would not be conceding. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to.
Might as well keep going, 100%.
Yeah, because then all I have to do is use my Free Guild Guard to try to hold back your Hex Rays as long as possible while I swing through, and just fight over the middle. No, it's no longer a fight for the back line for me. It's a fight over the middle, and maybe I still have the Battle Mage to do some mortal wounding.
Yeah, because my middle was starting to buckle. I only have, 9-ish left.
And that's
there.
after bringing back 3, right?
Right.
So
they were having a hard time getting through that Griffin. And, even with Shade Mist and Mystic Shield, they were still losing, like... You didn't feel like you were killing a lot, but I was losing a good amount. Not getting Spectral Lure off kind of sucked, too. This being too far away to really help anything right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it felt close, but it's just like, punching through that molasses was just so hard. Just making so many 4-up saves and then rolling so many 6s early in the game.
In hindsight, I should have dropped them... Like, wherever this guy advanced to, I should have dropped them within 12 of it, so if they took any damage, he could have healed them right away. Thinking about that now, but...
Yeah,
I'm remember that for next time.
You won, so...
Yeah.
In the end, it didn't lose you the game,
It didn't matter, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that. You can stay tuned for more Age of Sigmar. Thank you so much for watching. Happy working.